Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and children all alike who are watching this video. Welcome to a very special time. A very special story as well. Today we will be telling the story of a little orange devil named Harvest Moon. For those who don't know, sit back, relax, and I will be your narrator for the night of the stroke of midnight. Late September, down in a majestic town of such wonders, was a house of wood. It was a small house with two big glowing jack-o'-lanterns on each side of the door. In the bedroom of this house was none other than the monster of the glowing moon, Harvest, asleep in his bed until the stroke of his alarm clock chimed 10 o'clock p.m. His eyelids slowly opened, and his fiendish wings fluttered fully, waking him up. As awoken, he grabbed his pitchfork from under the bed, and with one swing, smashed the clock with his feet to stop them.
Tonight's the big night! I can hardly wait!
As he walked up to the mirror, looking at the messy mop of orange fur upon his forehead, he found the item to fix it up. With just one brush of a comb, the fur fixed itself with a signature swirl.
Much better!
Underneath where the mirror had stood was a little wooden dresser. He opened it, looking down at the ribbons, which were perfectly laid out in 2 rows of 4, although the ribbons were all identically the same size and color. He was determined to find the perfect one.
Decisions.
While deciding what to choose, a little orange bunny with orange eyes and stripe pattern ears hopped out from the door of Harvest's dorm.
Good evening, Hopscotch. How are you?
He knelt down to Hopscotch level for a petting.
Now that you're here, you can help me with which bow tie I should wear for tonight. How about this one? Or this one? I know, they look the same, but one must be the least better than the rest.
Finally, he chose one randomly and tied it tightly around his neck. Looking back at the mirror, he was satisfied to see a black bow poofed in size from his neck to chest.
And now, for the big finish!
He leaned over the dresser, grabbing a shiny black top hat with a yellow strip around its cylinder. He slowly put it through on the left of his devil horn.
Perfect!
Before dashing out the entrance of his home, he took a piece of butterscotch from the bowl near the door and popped it in his mouth. He heard a cry below, seeing a hopscotch wanting to come along.
You would want to come along as well? Of course!
He took off his hat and held it to Hopscotch. He gladly leaped inside for the ride. Harvest, strolling along the town, was filled with such joy at the thought of people's reaction to his big appearance tonight. He walked through the town, waving his greetings to his fellow peers, and they wished him the best of luck. Finally, he arrived at his work destination, which was a candy store with orange glowing atmosphere and neon hues assorted candy sweets.
Greetings, Mr. Jacksfield!
A humbled old jack-o'-lantern turned around and smiled at him. Greetings, Harv!
Ah, such a beautiful evening, isn't it?
Harv, I can tell you're excited about tonight.
What makes you say that? He took off his top hat and reached inside, pulling out Hopscotch, who leaped right on the top of the nearest table, scratching his ears with his foot.
Welp, it's sure obvious. I just don't want you to be disappointed. What if tonight doesn't go well for you?
Oh, it must! I've been filled with so much hope for people to see me.
Understand. All I'm saying is, expect the unexpected. He didn't fully get to finish his last words of his sentence due to an interruption of some soul who walked through the door. A tall, dark silhouette stood there with big triangular ears and 2 big wings behind him. Oh, hello, Mr. Knight. So happy to see you.
Mr. Knight.
Oh, I'm sorry, my apologies. Harvest, meet Netson Knight. Netson, meet Harvest Moon. Netson is our newest employee, who will be working with us in the candy department. Netson stepped out from the shadows, into the entrance of the store, and closed the door behind him. His appearance caught Harvest's interest. He was a purple bat with orange and pink hues in his suit, as well as his eyes.
What a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Knight. I love your suit.
Netson glared down at him with a dull expression. He seemed to have no care about Harvest, liking his fashion.
It's nice to meet you as well, Mr. Moon. You may call me Harvest, or Harv, whatever suits you. Is there anything you'd like me to do, Mr. Jacksfield?
Not at the moment. But I will let you know, we won't be getting busy until October. In the meantime, why don't you, look around? They all paused, glaring around, seeing that there was really nothing to look around at. The store was pretty small. Netson knew that Mr. Jacksfield's statement was meaningless at this point.
Sure, why not?
Harvest turned around to see Netson casually looking around the candy and cupcakes. However, he couldn't help to notice a slight tear in his batwing. He questioned how he got the wound while feeling sorry for him. Harvest tried to hide his sympathy.
Well, he seems like a swell gentleman.
Yeah, he sure is. He wanted to question how Netson got the rip in his wing, but the words didn't proceed from his speech.
You have a nice place. Anyways, I'll be going now. If I may have a suggestion for you, why don't you come along with me and to see, my appearance tonight? For your what?
Harvest is my little helper of the time, Lydia. Not only does he, help me with candy, but he also helps me with his presence, of his frights. He appears as a shadow of the Harvest Moon. He doesn't get many chances considering Harvest Moons don't appear every year.
Yes, and I would love it if you were willing to tag along. Well, I don't want to intrude you on your big occasion. I insist. Besides, what's a moon without a night? Huh? I'm not that big into jokes. You can tell by the invisible smirk on my face. I love your sarcasm. Now come along. Let me show you around town.